Hello friends! So I am back at the Lego store today. I actually had some errands to run and the Lego store is 10 minutes from one of the places I had to go. So I was going to stop for sure. I actually brought a little list because I was actually sorting, I was gathering parts for the next base plate of the landscaping mock, and I noticed there's just like a lot of stuff that I don't have that can be like any color, just for like foundational building. I have, well, I don't have. There's a lot of stuff I don't have. So I'm going to see if the pad wall here at my local Lego store has it, because last Friday I didn't actually get a chance to go into that store because I kind of left and, went off to Disney. So I don't know what this pad wall has. Hopefully at least it has some of this kind of stuff. Usually like when I go to the pad wall, I feel like I'm either looking, if I don't have a list, I'm just like looking for like the specialty type parts. But if I have a list, then I know what to get, because I feel like, I don't know, like sometimes I don't know what to get. Like if I just see like all these parts there and I don't know that I need them, I usually just won't just grab random bricks and plates and stuff. So hopefully they'll have some of this stuff, and maybe they'll have the Barati. I doubt it, but we'll see. I feel like too, it's going to be like so much nicer coming here, like not on a release day, because it's just so much quieter when it's like not the first of the month. So I've been waiting for this one to go on sale at Walmart, and here it is on sale at the Lego store. I'm totally getting that. There's the best set that's ever been made right there. This is so cute. It looks kind of like minifigures, kind of. They're smaller than the other ones. That's so cute. This one's also on sale too, which is like a pretty good deal. It's like 30 bucks off. That one's really cool. I like that one. These are also on sale. They have like a lot of sales at my store right now. Like I think I'm gonna show them all to you. All right, so I got a few things. I got my set and I got a few parts, not a ton of stuff that was on my list, but I did get a few things. Oops, sorry. I did end up getting a few things. I'm so excited. I finally got my last Animal Crossing set that I needed. And I guess just a few pick-a-brick things, or pad stuff, right? So we'll see. All right, so now I'm at IKEA. I actually had to return some stuff from like home purchases, and so I decided to come in here and see if there's anything I can use for the Lego room. I know I wanted to try one of those like glass doors for the kallax unit, so I want to see what those look like. And then, I don't know, like look at this cute little, look, it's like yellow, like Lego, cute little, I don't know, storage item. I don't know, we'll see what we have today. I feel like this would be cute for just like dumping parts in. Like if you just have like a ton of parts that you need to sort and stuff like that, just kind of a dumping them in here would be really cute. And it kind of like, goes with like the Lego yellow color. Let's see how much this is. It's $8. That's not too bad. So this is kind of cute. I thought these were like for sale, but these are like the new carts at IKEA, like for just, I don't know, like small shopping, I guess. Never seen these. These are actually pretty nice. I already have one and they're 99 cents, but to like dump parts out on and when you need to sort or things like that, these are pretty nice because then they don't go like all over the table and everything. So those are $1. This is really cool. Like, see this like little frame thing that goes around here? I feel like you could put it over a table, and then you could like hang like little like Lego dragons and things like that over top of it if the table's small enough, maybe for like just display or photos, things like that. But I really like this. I don't know if it's like adjustable or not. I'm trying to figure that out. So it is adjustable, like right here you can see. So that's pretty cool. I don't think I'm gonna get it today, but it is kind of cool. Like if you have like a smaller table, you want to display some like flying Lego elements. Okay, here's what we're looking at. I wanted to see this because, okay, so this is obviously really nice for display, but there's a couple things I was concerned about, and that is the front to back of this is 1.5 base plates, like perfectly. So the sides, it's not perfect. You'll have to like cut base plates if you want to fill it up. So that's not really a problem on the edges here, sorry, on the edges here, because it does make the inside of this smaller. You can see here. So now I'm just wondering, because yeah, you're definitely gonna lose this. So you're definitely not gonna be a perfect 1.5 base plates front to back. Yeah, so there's that, right? And then I also wanted to see like what happens if you don't use this, right? I think I don't know if that's, I'm sorry, you can't see anything. I'm doing a bad job today. Yeah, I was wanting to see like if you can remove these middle, like this shelf, because I wouldn't want the shelf, you know? So I don't know, I think I'm gonna get one, right? And I'll just try it out. And we'll see when we get home how it works, but I feel like it's so pretty, right? And then with they do have some lighting around here. I don't know, I'm gonna find that. We'll get a little setup and see how it goes. This is like a nice little cart if you just like need to put parts in it and move it next to your Lego desk. That's kind of cute, and it's on wheels. Not really sure why the different colors are different prices, but still a pretty good deal, $10. These would be really nice if you just have a ton of parts that need sorted. You just don't have time right now. At least you can see what's in them. These are super nice for that. I don't think I have quite that much stuff to organize, but they're nice. Okay, so here are the lights that I'm going to test out. I'm just gonna get one. I'm gonna get the white one here. I think it's, yeah, $15. And then in order for the light to work, you have to come down here and get more stuff. I'm gonna get this one. Like you can get, there's some that are smaller, like this one right here. I don't know how to pronounce that, but you need this. No matter what kind you get, you're gonna have to have one. This one has 3 ports. This one has 8, right? 8 or 10, whatever that one is. It's got more ports on it. And you can see the price difference, 32 and 40. So you can plug in a lot more lights to this one. So if you were to get this one, you can only do 3 at a time. So you're gonna have to buy a lot more of these versus these if you're gonna do a ton of lighting with your kallax unit. So this one would be the way to go. Oh yeah, in addition to that, you also need, oh no. In addition to that, you're gonna need a power source, a plug, which is right here. Any of these, I think they all do some like different type of stuff, I don't know, but you're gonna need one. Like this one has like a switch, I think. This is the one I got. Oh, okay, yeah, this has a switch. So yeah, you're gonna need this too to plug into this, and then you're ready to go. So you need these 3 things. Am I right? There you go. All right, so we made it back home, and I want to show you what I picked up. One of the things you already know, which I said in the video I was going to get, and I did. Also, look at me with another video. I said I was going to do more videos, and here we are. Like, I feel like I'm on top of it right now. So the first thing I picked up was the Able Sisters clothing shop. I am now finally caught up on all the Animal Crossing, with the exception of the ones that came out a few days ago. I'm going to wait for those to go on sale. I feel like probably most all the Animal Crossing sets, I've waited for them to go on sale. I feel like Walmart has good sales, Amazon. I rarely check Target. I always forget about Target. Like, and Target has good sales, because I see some of you guys posting, and I'm like, I forget about Target all the time. But yeah, I usually go for like Amazon or Walmart. But like, whoa, right? The sales at the Lego store today, I could not believe that. That's the most sales I think I've seen at one time. And I think she's the manager. She said, yeah, they're just doing like a mid-month sale type thing. So yeah, I was here for it. I finally got my last Animal Crossing set. I love Animal Crossing. I played that so much with my friends. Like, you know, we just would visit each other's islands and bring each other items because the Nook shop only has like so many items per day. And so we'd all like swap items because like once you pick them up, you can buy them from the like computer in the, I don't know, in the community center. I forget. But if you play Animal Crossing, you know what I'm talking about. So I feel like that game holds such a special place in my heart, and just all the memories I made with my friends. It was actually the first Animal Crossing, the New Horizons, that I've ever really played. I did play a little bit of the phone game, but that was the first like console Animal Crossing game I ever played, and I loved it. It was so much fun. So I finally have my collection complete for now, and we'll just wait for those other ones to go on sale because they will. Okay, then I only got two other things, which are just parts. Which, oh my gosh, you guys are gonna be so proud of me. I sold more Lego than I purchased today. So I am in the positive today, even after buying this stuff. So I got some parts. Okay, so where's my little list? That's in my purse. Oh no, well, I don't know, did I show you? I think I showed you guys a list earlier, but they didn't have many of the parts that I needed on my list. They didn't have many of the parts that I needed on my list. So the only one that was on my list was the 2x6. So I got that. I got a whole box of those, and then this was a little bit more fun. I did throw in some more 2x6. Oh no, I did not. I thought I did. I figure eventually we're going to be getting to the beach sand part of this, so I just picked up a few of these, not very many. I mean, that's it. And then I got some more of these like little seaweed, I don't know what this part is called, but they're plants. Some little, I already got some, but I was like, it was slim pickings again. I feel like the walls just aren't really that great, but now honestly, like I wonder when I was at Disney if had I brought my list, maybe there would have been more stuff, because I can't just go in there and just grab random parts, even if they're like pretty colors. Like I don't want to do that. I feel like there's just more than I might use, I guess. And I don't want to just put more stuff because I'm trying to get rid of stuff right now. I have too much going on. Okay, this I also did. This is what I wanted. And remember when I was at Disney, I said there might have been like one or two things I wanted. This was one of them, and they had it at the Disney store as well. These. I love these. Can you see that? Yeah, okay. So, but anyway, I like sticking these on and putting fairies, like fairies or butterflies or just anything that's like, you know, light enough to fit on one of these. Obviously not like a big dragon or anything, but I love these. So I'm glad that they had those today because I did want to pick up more. I was kind of sad that when I first saw them that I didn't get more, but I didn't really know what to do with them at that time. So, and that's another thing I feel like when it comes to the pad walls, like I feel like the more I learn, the more I, you know, work on this table and things like that, I start like understanding and realizing the things that I use more of and I might need. So I feel like I might be able to go to a pad wall. Sorry about that. My mom needed to talk to me. Okay, so anyway, what I was saying was I feel like the more I work on this table, I feel like I realize the parts that I'm using and the parts that I'm using more of or that I might need in the future, things that I'm regularly going through. I might be able to just go up to a pad wall that's just all bricks and plates and maybe pick things that I might actually use, but I don't like going to a pad wall and just being like, ooh, this piece is such a pretty color. Let me get it. Let me bring it home, because I feel like, at least for me, I'm not at that point where I would even know what to do with them. So I feel like just because it's a pretty color and I would like to have it, I don't get it because I don't know that I'm actually going to use it or when I would actually use it. So anyway, moving on. I also got some of these. I have, this wasn't on my list, but I have been using these. They do come up in the landscaping mock, not that often, but a little bit. I didn't get like a ton of them. So I just got a few of those. And then these tiles, beautiful white tiles. Can you see that? Okay, yeah, beautiful white 2x4 tiles. I figure snowy area, right? Just, I feel like sometimes you might need that like just smooth snow, so that I could use for that. And then I have some of these. I feel like these are used a lot in the like Harry Potter builds and stuff. At least that's where I've used them so far. I've noticed them in the sets and things like that. Can we see? Yeah, these, and they're gold. I don't have any gold ones. So I just got a little bit of those. That's kind of what the bottom of the box looks like. So, and that's it. That is all I got. I did get one other thing. My niece's birthday is tomorrow, and I ordered something from Target for her, and in order to get free shipping, I had to spend a little bit more money, so I got this, and I feel like I've seen quite a few of you use these as trees, and they look so pretty, so I was like, yes, I'm gonna try it. But if not, like if it doesn't work out for trees for me, I feel like all the parts in here are so pretty. So I will find a place to put these in a landscaping mock, right? So I feel like I will use these. And I think yes, a lot of these brown parts right here, I don't know what that part's called, but I do see those definitely come up in my landscaping mock as well, in the parts for that. So I feel like I can definitely use this no matter what happens. I got this, so I figure at least I'll use it. Okay, that's everything. We already kind of saw this in the store, which is the kallax thing. I'm gonna do that on a different day, but I do want to show you guys what it looks like installed. I got the light, so we can kind of, like, my idea is to, you know, fill this whole thing up. How pretty would that be? Like if they all have lights and they all have like a cool build in it, and I feel like I kind of started that around the side, but I think because the dogs, I have 3 big dogs. I know this lighting's, I gotta figure out this camera situation. That'll be another thing I talk about here in a second. Let me see on track. We have 3 big dogs, and they constantly go up and down here, so lots of dust and dog hair and stuff go down that way. So I figure it might be better for me to put these baskets around the corner, but I don't want to do that until I have something for here, because it's just gonna look bad. I feel like this is the way I film from, so I want that to be pretty. But yeah, I would eventually like to just have this all be like little like habitats, I guess you could, not like necessarily little, because it's you know, a base plate plus some in those little cubbies there. But I feel like, yeah, like little habitats. Like around the corner, I put Nightmare Before Christmas. I put the Nightmare Before Christmas over there. I put the Little Mermaid clamshell over there, and that fits. Yes, that fits. I was so happy about that. So I feel like, yeah, if you add some base plates, you can make like this little, you know, scene. And I feel like, especially with these, if you do have the back, you know, one of these things, you can put like a poster on there and give it like a background and everything too. So you can make some really cute stuff. And I feel like with the glass front, you can at least see through it. And I did, you know, when we were at the store, we checked about that shelf, which I feel like that could really hinder putting bigger builds in these cubbies. But I'm gonna see how it goes with not adding the shelf. We'll go through all that like another day, because I am back to filming. And I'll show you what it looks like, what I think, because I feel like, you know, many of us use these kallax units, so hopefully that will work out. I do have one more thing I'm gonna do in another video. Oh, the thing I was gonna say, yeah. So about this lighting, because I feel like, oh my gosh, I have that, I don't even know what it's called, the Mio or the D30, or that little like camera that like follows you around, you know what I mean? I don't even know, some guy had it at the Lego store, and then he was like doing something. I was like, is that a camera? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, that's so tiny. So I do have one of those, and eventually I do need to figure out how that works, because if I'm gonna be filming more, I need to get this lighting and all this stuff kind of situated. But right now I just kind of go on the fly. You know how I do. I just ramble and turn the camera on and off, and that's it. So hopefully soon I'll have some better quality footage. I do have a mic and all that stuff too, but soon we're gonna get all this together. Oh, but I will give you a little sneak peek of something I'm gonna do in a future video. It's amazing. Yes. Are they as good as they look online? Yes, they are. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.